This season on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. 14 cowboys from across the USA, each of them seeking to prove they are the best of the best.
On now, get it!
Yes, sir! You think you're cowboy enough to do it? Do it, son.
They say the Cowboys are a dying breed. Not around here, they ain't.
I've broke my arms 5 times, my left one 3 times, my right one twice. I fractured my neck and went 3 years without knowing that it was fractured.
A horse isn't just a horse. He's your Ferrari. He's your Cadillac. He's top of the line. You take pride in that.
We're in the heart of Texas. Rugged terrain, where actions speak louder than words.
Yes, sir! You want to pull this one by yourself?
Hey, I think I can do it.
Here, have at it then.
You know, he's just a young kid with a lot of mouth to him.
We'll go on with it.
I'm not above getting in someone's head to get the dub, because that's what I'm here for.
The winner leaves this land with a life-changing dream. $50,000 worth of livestock, an arrow-quipped Q-catch cattle chute, and a rawhide portable corral. More than enough to start building their own American dream.
Go on, get him now. There you go.
But to be the ultimate cowboy, it's about how you perform on the open range.
Got it, get him, get him. Yeah!
Better check yourself, kid. You're a low man on the totem pole.
Showing you've got the skills.
I entered my first rodeo when I was 2. Yeah, I've won like 250 buckles.
Run, Katie, run! Yeah!
The grit.
You got it! Whoa!
And the character worthy of this American tradition.
I never quit. And I got 2 boys I raised, and that's the mentality I want them to have. Don't quit, don't give up.
Every week, it all leads to the arena. When it comes down to the cowboy way, nothing's given to you. You have to earn it. I'm watching everybody and what they do. When we find out who stays, what happened,
He didn't like him because he bucked too hard.
I never said he bucked too hard.
and who hits the trail. The mistake was made right there. Pack your personals and hit the trail, you're done. It's gonna be a wild ride. With challenges designed by cowboys for cowboys. $50,000, along with the buckle.
I don't like you, and the first time we lose, you will go home.
Winner takes all. This is the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. It's move-in day. The Cowboys are moving into the ranch.
I'm Colton Angel from Florence, Kansas.
I'm so ready to get started. I mean, I brought a young horse, and I'm gonna use that kind of as my edge, because whenever somebody thinks, man, that guy's bringing a young horse like that to a competition like this, he doesn't stand a chance. They're in for a world of hurt. That's all I gotta say.
You know, I'm what you'd consider a real cowboy to say versus some guys that chase them buckles and whatnot in the arena.
I'm walking up to the barn, first one here. I see the bucking chutes off in the background. I see the arena set up for our horses, nice barn to stay at, and I'm awfully excited.
My name is Orr Brown. I'm from Pahuska, Oklahoma. I did 7 years in the military. After that, went to college and got a degree in ranch and feedlot operations. I've worked on some of the biggest ranches in the United States: Arizona, New Mexico, West Texas, Central Texas.
Long drive, huh?
I've rode broncs. I've punched cows all over the United States on some of the biggest outfits around. I am the ultimate cowboy. What are you talking about? I'm Orr Brown. Like, hey, I've been doing this my entire life.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's all right.
I dig it, dig it. Man, how do you think this is gonna be?
Oof.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to rope other people's cattle. That's all that matters. That works for me.
My name's Jackson Taylor, and I'm 30 years old, and I'm originally from Lockney, Texas. I wouldn't say I'm the center of attention, but it kind of turns out to be that way. I'm 6'3", I've got a pretty jawline. Might be kind of a cowboy version of Ryan Gosling, you know, just... What What do you think? Since I was a teenager, I've worked on different ranches. That's all I've done. I cowboy day in and day out, but my name's always been on the back of the check and not the front, and I'm always having to work for somebody else and punch their cows. But one day, and maybe this is the time, that my name's on the front of the check, not the back.
I'm Katie Jo Gordon. I'm from Ryan, Oklahoma. I entered my first rodeo when I was 2, started roping when I was 8, and never stopped. I won the USTRC finals when I was 18. I've won over 250 buckles, but I'm here to take one more home. This is the one that I'm looking for. I'm kind of nervous. I woke up this morning with butterflies, and I'm just hoping that I can compete to the best of my abilities and do what I'm supposed to do.
Looks like a pretty redhead filly. Just drove up, maybe.
Oh, yeah? Look at you already. Already just snorting.
No, that's...
Being a woman in this industry, earning respect is something that's difficult to do sometimes.
Jackson Taylor.
Katie Gordon.
Heck yeah.
I personally do it by holding my own with them and not giving them a reason to think that I can't. I rope every day, I ranch every day, I drag calves, I doctor yearlings. This is what I do.
In this competition, who do you think's gonna have the biggest advantage? The pasture guys or the arena guys or gals?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter if you rope good, you can catch them anywhere.
Yeah.
Anybody can rope, but it's different in an arena. Arena, most stuff runs straight. In the pasture, it doesn't always run straight, and you got a lot more obstacles in the pasture, you know?
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
What's going on?
I'm Tyler Keyjack, I'm 25 years old. I've been a rodeo cowboy my entire life. Made my living with a rope on both ends of the arena. I can ride, I can rope, I can do it all. Man, I'm digging that tie.
Appreciate it, man. It's my patents, man. It's my
digging it,
dad's
man.
tie, man.
I like it.
Tyler, what do you do?
I put on rodeos.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
One-armed bandit guy type thing? Like...
No, like I own the rodeo company.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Big dog.
I don't know about that, yeah. So here's the deal. Real recognizes real, right? So I'm gonna find the tough guys and we're gonna band up and we're gonna weed out the small ones little by little, and I'm gonna gain as much knowledge as I can about the other guys to take them down. Nice to meet you. That was a hell of a handshake you had there.
My name is JP Gonzalez. I'm a South Texas cowboy. I'm a third-generation cowboy. I'm a married man. I have a beautiful wife and 2 wonderful children. It's been a rough ride. I had my muffler fall off. My AC went out. I'm sweating. It's hot, but it's all worth it. I brought my horse to this competition, but I also brought my guitar. 'Cause I found a true love. I've always had a passion for music. I write my own songs. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm ready.
What's up, man? What's up?
I'm Hunter Arnold. I'm from Groveton, Texas. I'm one of those cowboys that really don't have no limits. I can rope, I can ride a horse. I don't need nobody to train my horses. I don't need to buy one from somebody else already trained. I feel like I'm the best at what I do. It's wake up and win.
Man, I gotta take my jeans where you take yours. Those are legit, dude. Like,
Lucky cleaners, dude.
yeah? You tell them bulletproof?
Yeah.
That's what I tell them too. I tell them every time I take mine in. Bulletproof.
The stiffest they can get it. Pretty boy. I've been called a pretty boy my whole entire life.
Do you have them sewn?
No,
don't
man.
sew?
No, they're Wranglers, dude. Get you some Wranglers. My grandma has always had me in starch pants. She worked at the prison forever, and she just, took my pants over. It was free. It didn't cost nothing. So I've always wore nice clothes and starch pants, and I got 20 pair just like
Dude,
them.
those are legit, man.
I mean, if you want to look cool, wear what I wear,
I'm Jen Hudgens. I'm from Preston, Oklahoma, and I am a 5th-generation rancher. I didn't grow up with a babysitter. I didn't go to daycare like my dad was daycare. I grew up playing on the back of his feed truck or in the cab, eating cheese and crackers and drinking Pepsi-Cola out of a can. Like, I didn't know anything different, but I feel like that's the best way to grow up. I wouldn't change anything. My proudest moment is when my dad said, "Here you go, you don't need me today. You can run this crew and get this done without me." I'm not just out playing cowboy for somebody else, day working. I manage my deal. I run this deal. I'm the one everybody looks to. What do we got, a high school dance going? Boys one side, girls on the other?
Yeah, I think that's fun. How you doing?
At the end of the day, I'm not here to make friends. I don't need any more friends.
Can I ask how big that knife is?
Big enough.
Big enough. It looks like it.
And I know how to use it. I'm here to win this deal and make my dad proud.
Hey!
Hello. The Trace Adkins. Just trotting up to us, you know, kind of out of nowhere. We didn't know he was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Trace Adkins. The one and only?
Yeah, right.
I'm very excited to meet Trace Adkins. I've been listening to him since I was wearing short pants. I can't wait.
Cole Weidman.
Loco.
It was pretty awesome. I guess it's the first celebrity I've actually just shook hands with.
Katie.
Little old town like I live in, you're not gonna have anybody like Trace Adkins stopping by anytime soon. We got 2 gas stations and a blinking light.
Ladies, gentlemen, Cowboys, welcome to the ultimate Cowboy Showdown. You've been chosen from hundreds of cowboys from across the United States. Collectively, you've raised thousands of head of cattle, and you've won hundreds of buckles. But we're not just looking for a cowboy with the most talent. We're looking for the one with the most passion, grit, and the strongest drive. It's tradition, it's integrity, it's chasing the American dream. And the winner of this competition is going to have a good start on building that dream, because we're going to send you home with a herd of cattle worth $50,000.
Yes, sir. Sir.
No one in my family has ever owned cattle. I'd be the first if I won this competition. Because of that, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win.
There's 14 of you here now, but only one of you will survive. Cowboys that don't pull their weight will be sent home. I'm going to be making the final decisions in this competition as far as who stays, who goes. But along the way, I'm going to be leaning on a couple of experts for some advice. So riding alongside me is going to be the owner of the TS Cattle Company, Mr. Buddy Schnaufer, and a 14-time National Finals Rodeo qualifier, Mr. Cash Myers. Hey, congratulations for getting here.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. All right.
Let's get it.
Sir.
Thank you.
We got to meet Trace for the first time. You can see that reality is really setting in, and everybody seems pretty nervous. There's a lot at stake here. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of cattle. I can't wait to see how it goes.
I'm excited, man. I think it's going to be good competition.
It's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, it's for sure going to be tough.
A couple of these cowboys are going to go home real quick. They're weekend warriors. They don't do it every day.
How far did you drive?
Well, it was only supposed to take like 13 and it took like 32.
Oh, geez.
South Carolina, darling, it took her a day and a half to go 16 hours. Doesn't know her sense of direction. She's going to go home quick.
Would you guys like some lemonade?
I'm okay, thank you, though.
Would you guys like some lemonade?
I'm good at reading people, and I want to find out who's the weak link and who's the strong guy.
Hi, Jen.
Dude,
How are you?
I'm great, but I don't know why you keep coming and sitting by me.
I come to meet him.
Colton carries himself really proudly, and I'm not sure he has any reason to be that arrogant.
Hey, so I know it's kind of early on, but I think we kind of vibe a little bit. You think we ought to kind of band up a little bit till we get to the final 3?
I've thought about that.
Yeah, how to go about this,
Like, I ain't saying let it cost you $50,000, but if we get to the final 3, you know, it's game on, but kind of.
Yeah. You know, this game is two-faced, and you've got to figure out how to play the game right. I keep to myself. I don't say anything, and if I do, it's a lie. I don't tell them what I'm saying. I don't tell them what I'm gonna do.
I figured I was gonna kind of try to sort off the weak ones and pick them out.
You cannot outsmart somebody by bluntly telling them to their freaking face, hey, I'm gonna say this. No, it doesn't work like that. This is a game of chess, and these guys are playing checkers.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown.
Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah.
I'd sure appreciate if you don't ever ride in front of me again, dude.
Why?
That's like the worst thing you can do.
Ever.
And later, if you want to be the ultimate cowboy, you don't have to cowboy up. You defend yourself when people come after you, because if you don't, you ain't going to be here very long.
It's our first day here. We're finally getting to get horseback and kind of feel everybody out. Just going to go out in this little pasture and just kind of trot around and let our horses get a little exercise. See how waspy them cattle are? Just get around them. And they're a good-looking set of cattle. So we're all sitting around, posted up, kind of looking around, visiting. And then a young man, Missouri, I call him, I believe his name's Lonnie. Just kind of just nonchalantly just rides in front of me and a couple other fellers. Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah.
I'd sure appreciate if you don't ever ride in front of me again, dude.
What?
That's like the worst thing you can do.
That disrespectful. Don't ever ride in front of me again, brother. Ever. There's a lot of little things that are unwritten. That is like one of the first things you do not do is ride in front of somebody. That's just rude. It's like slapping them in the face.
Well, I didn't know that training a horse to make sure he wouldn't spook at something was not cowboy etiquette.
You can, but don't walk in front of me. Don't ride in front of me.
Easy. My name's Lonnie Luke. I'm from Hartville, Missouri. When it comes to competing, I'm a jerk. I am way too competitive, and I turn everything into a game. And the more irritated you get, the funnier I find it. When I'm competing, I don't care what people think. I'll blow right by them to catch a calf. I will run into their horse. I'm very aggressive. If you're in the way, sucks to suck.
What do you think about our competitors?
I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. And then...
I'm kind of the same way. I think the little boy from Missouri's pretty green.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm Cole Weidman. I'm a fourth-generation cowboy from Lott, Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. I guess I'm here to prove it. My horse I brought is Clyde. He's kind of like me. He's big, stout, slow-minded, fast-footed. He's about as solid as they come. I don't have much filter. Whatever I'm thinking, I'm usually gonna say it, so if you don't want an honest opinion, don't bother to ask me because that's pretty much what you're gonna get. I like that Jackson guy pretty good. I think that guy's probably pretty handy. He's pretty loud and...
Hey! Stay, Gate.
Silly, but I think he's probably,
Yeah.
I bet he's pretty handy.
My name's Morgan Flitner. I'm from Shell, Wyoming, and I'm a fifth-generation Wyoming cattle rancher. We started in 1906, but one of the challenges that has affected my family is my grandfather decided to sell half of our family ranch. And to make matters even more exciting, Kanye West was the guy who bought our ranch, and so no harm or foul to him or anything like that. But for the first time in 114 years, our cows aren't taking the trail to our family cabin. And this competition is so important to me because these cows are gonna give me a jump start to do what my family's done forever.
I'm JC Montes from Rio Grande City, Texas. I'm a third-generation mounted patrol inspector with the USDA. My job is kind of like Border Patrol, but for cattle. I'm making sure that no cattle carrying any diseases come across the border. One bad cow can infect and wipe out a whole herd. The horse I brought today is the one I use for work. His name is Crossfire. You know, without him, I'm not really a cowboy.
Some of these guys, they may have big fancy horses with these big rigs. I'm not impressed at all. I want to see what they can do on the ground. I want to see how they're going to do in this competition. I'm Fatty Hickman. I'm a cowboy from Mississippi. The name Fatty, when I was in high school, my senior year, I weighed 298 pounds. I got a football scholarship, and then I also got a rodeo scholarship, so I decided to take the rodeo scholarship, and somehow I lost 60 pounds over the next 4 years, but the name Fatty, it just kind of stuck. It sounds a little bad, but it's who I am. I like the name. It has a catch to it.
I've had him since I was 9. He's 19.
Aw, sentimental. That's good.
I'm Hannah. I'm from South Carolina. I train horses for a living. I live on a ranch with my parents, and I buy and sell horses. I've sold a $70,000 rodeo horse. I've sold a $65,000 rodeo horse. I believe that God gave me a talent on a horse, because you just don't wake up and you're this good on a horse, and I try to use that to the fullest extent.
You know, there's a code that you need to follow whenever you whether go work for somebody or...
Yeah, and you don't ride in front of somebody.
That's like rule number 1.
I saw it when it happened.
I saw him step over, I was like, oh, don't do it, don't do it.
Lonnie kind of had the butt chewing coming. Jackson had every reason to be upset.
But hey, that's what a real cowboy is, though. They got backbone. They're not gonna say, well, it's day one. No, he's like, hey, it's day one. It ain't gonna happen again. We were just talking about you, John Wayne.
Jackson was actually pretty nice just by telling him. And so he could have ran him over with his horse or something. I mean, that's just how that stuff goes.
Thanks for having my back. I heard that.
No, but that's real talk.
That's why I went and got in the pond. I had to cool off a little bit, relax a little.
Oh, I know.
Jiminy.
I know.
When Jackson did say what he said, it was kind of like, okay, the weakest links are showing up fast.
He's gonna learn. It's his short time here, he will learn.
Seriously, you gotta learn, man.
He won't be here very long.
He won't be here very long at all.
So we're gonna be camping. You know, some people are gonna be complaining about the heat, but you know, it's just part of it. It's what we do, and the Cowboys back then did it, and I can do it too.
Camp's made.
The Cowboys have set up camp, and tomorrow morning we'll get this thing started with our first Elimination Challenge. Coming up.
Right up, right up, right up!
You worry about yourself, we'll be all right. Jen kind of got after me. I'm not real sure why.
Y'all ready?
Uh-oh.
Kettle turned out.
Hey.
It's gonna get rough.
Hey!
And later, Jackson,
Yes, sir.
you talk a lot.
Yes, sir.
That ain't always what I like the most. Morning, Cowboys.
Morning.
Welcome to your first Elimination Challenge. Your prize cattle are in the wrong pasture. They're spread out in this pasture, and they need to be moved into this pasture. Your cattle have gold tags. There are 50 of them, and they're worth about $50,000. But they're mixed in with other ones. Each team has 25 cows to cut out. You can cut them out any way you choose in the open field, or you can use the portable corral. Now, once you've sorted them from the larger herd and moved them into this other field, you'll need to set up and secure your pasture. You don't have to hang a new gate. You don't have to load a feed bin with 40, 50-pound bags of feed and unload 21 bales of hay from a trailer. Now, the challenge isn't over until the new gate is closed. Cows are fed and the pasture's secured. To do this, I separated you into two teams. On my left is the blue team.
I kind of feel like the blue team, our team's kind of the underdog. We've kind of got more of the weekend warriors on the team, not the cowhands.
On my right is the green team.
Trace just announced the teams, and I'm glad that I'm on the green team because I knew immediately it doesn't really matter what kind of challenge we got. I think we're going to tackle it. And their team, they've got some handy people over there, but what they also have on their team is a couple people that don't get along with each other. And when it comes to teamwork, you guys need to be getting along.
By the way, this will be your teams for the entire time, so get used to each other. Now, Buddy and Cash are here today to help me judge. Now, each team will have 1 hour to do this. Now, one person from the losing team is going to be going home. If you're on the winning team, you'll be safe from elimination. We drew straws. Green team, you're up first. So let's get saddled up, get after it.
So the green team is made up of 7 people. There's me, there's Jen, there's Morgan, there's JP, there's Aura, there's Colton, and then there's Hunter. So there's a lot of talent in there, and I'm stoked that I got chosen to be on that team.
All right, green team, are we ready?
Yes,
Ready.
All right, clock starts now. Let's ride. Here we go.
Oh, no, I think they kind of screwed up when they put us all together like that because they put really good hands together. Hey, there's good hands on the other team, too, don't get me wrong.
Looks like they put Tyler on the gate job.
Yeah.
But I think we got the better end of the deal.
First task is to get those cows to the portable corral.
Right up this way.
Do what?
Ease up, guys.
So far, so good. They need to be careful. Big gap on the left.
Right up! Colton needed to ride up. We almost lost the whole thing at the beginning. Those cattle were hunting a hole, and I did say it pretty harshly in the end, but I said it nicely twice, and he didn't even move.
Come on, girls. Come on, girls.
Pretty good group until this ain't their first day. We'll see how the sorting goes. It can change in a hurry.
It can change in a hurry.
Hey, one of them cows ran off.
Is it a gold tag?
I don't know. We didn't know. As soon as we got them, they went up to that fence.
Is she out?
Yep, she's in there. So I don't know if she's a gold tag or not. If y'all start sorting, we'll go get this.
So together we get the cows pushed in, and Aura and I immediately strike out and go find the bramer that jumped the fence and got out in the mesquite thicket over there.
The green team's about to start sorting those gold tags out.
Do you want me to hold that one too for you or no?
Morgan, looks like Jennifer's gonna do the sorting, her and John Paul. He just kind of standing there.
Colton's getting ready to get on his horse, or is he standing there?
He's just standing there. I don't understand that.
Dude, Colton!
You worry about yourself, we'll be all right. Jen kind of got after me for a second, you know. I'm not real sure why. I think everybody had everything handled inside the sorting pen and whatnot, so I took it upon myself to go back and just kind of stayed on the outside of the fence to, you know, alleviate some pressure and stuff on Jen and JC in there.
No, I hadn't seen her yet.
Them boys should be back by now. This pasture ain't that big.
They didn't take a picnic basket, did they, Trace?
I hate letting cows go. You do not leave a cow. I don't care if you don't need her. I don't like leaving them because it teaches them that they can get away every time.
Tyler's done fixed the gate and he's ready to roll.
No tag.
We missing any?
25.
25.
Well, they've got their 25 gold tags sorted. Time to move them to the next pasture.
All right, we got everybody together or not?
No.
Where's everybody at?
I don't know.
Green team, you got 30 minutes.
Has a yellow
Do I need to tell Aura and them to come on then?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go and get them. Aura and Hunter went after a cow that we didn't even need. So I ride off to go and catch them. They're gone and this deal is going down.
This is gonna be a team decision. Y'all wanna do it? Try it without them or you wanna hold up?
I think we can get them across there.
The main thing is I want to make sure the job gets done correctly, and if I have to go cover Hunter and Aura's deal without telling them, you know, it's not my job to have taught that cowboy how to work.
Well, Aura did show up.
And Colton don't see no Hunter yet.
Them boys are like a blister.
Yeah.
Show up when all the work's done.
That's right.
Come on, we got them. We're on 30 minutes right now.
We're past 30 minutes.
Looks like they're ready. They're gonna start moving them on.
I wouldn't start that without the rest of my help.
Y'all ready?
Block that side.
Here we go.
Here we go, cattle turned out.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna get rough.
JP and Jennifer.
JP and Jennifer, they're in line.
Yep.
Hold them up.
Hey, Smith.
I'll stay with them. Look. Buddy.
Those cattle were getting frustrated. They were hunting a hole, and they found one, and they took it.
Hey, Black.
Don't lose them all.
Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
I got it. Hey.
Turner. Hey, White. Hey.
Take what we got.
Take what we got, just push it.
Jennifer saved the day on that deal right there now. She sure did.
She's been impressive.
So far, Jennifer is my pick on this team right now.
I headed them off. There wasn't really anybody that had my back right there, and we almost lost the whole herd.
They got their 25 gold tag cattle moved to the new pasture. Now all they got to do is unload the hay and load the feed bin.
Here,
Broke that one.
That's Hunter. He's finally back on the scene.
Hunter's back on the scene.
You wanna get up here and do this and I'll bring the sack?
Yeah.
Move the horses.
Right here.
This is the time whenever they talk about cowboys having no quit, having a lot of grit, having a lot of try. This is where it all comes out. You have to lay it all on the line, give it everything you have, no matter what. You're tired, everybody's tired, but we can't quit.
Keep throwing hay. Oh.
Yeah, well done.
We gotta go shut the gate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Has anybody checked fence?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Time.
All right, green team. Got it done inside an hour. I'll see you tonight in the arena.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Coming up.
All good? Yeah. Let's go.
Tighten up a little bit, Lonnie.
Don't give them no hold.
Oh, man. Lonnie, he's kind of a weekend warrior. You don't really know what's going on.
Watch the middle.
Here they come. Where's he going?
Here they come.
I got the gate.
So we can't feed till we put the cows in the pasture.
Yeah. We need to decide which way we're gonna bring the cows to that gate. On the blue team, we have myself, Cole, Jackson, Hannah, Lonnie, Fatty, Juan Carlos. Everybody's very competent.
Y'all two work on the gate. I'll go check the pin.
Okay.
All right, blue team, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Clock starts now. Let's ride.
Yes, sir.
We gotta change the hinges.
Change the hinges on it.
You wanna drag it over and out of the way?
Yep.
So a little different this time. This team sent 2 men to go work on the gate. 1 man's opening the corral up, and everybody else went to look for cow.
Hey, there's one way back there. There's a cow way back on the fence. Don't get in front of her.
We got to gather about 75 head and sort 25 head off of them. It's going to take a little while to gather everything up, but, you know, just try to get it done fast.
Looks like they're gonna drive them around the other way.
It's a longer way to go around to the pins that way.
Yes, sir.
You want the business end or the easy end?
Wonder how our gate boys are getting along. Dang, they done got the gate hinges off and they're putting new ones on.
They're moving right along.
I honestly believe, like, if you're not kind of well-rounded at all aspects of ranch work, ranch life, and being a cattleman,
Cole and Lonnie just went to it. They done got the gate home.
then you don't really deserve to win this challenge.
Looks like they just easing them cows along there.
But they're eating up a lot of time taking this route.
All right. Here comes old Cole and Lonnie. They're gonna come around this bottom side. Jackson, he's been on that back fence the whole time.
Yeah, Jackson's showing us he's a hand.
Y'all good? Yeah. Let's go.
Tighten up a little bit, Lonnie.
Don't give him no hold. Oh, man. Lonnie is kind of a weekend warrior. You don't really know what's going on.
Watch the middle.
Yes.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. He's going home today, I'm sure, anyway, so it ain't no big deal. Unless we win it, then he's lucky.
Who's gonna go around?
I'm going right now.
I think JC gonna go. Ooh, watch him. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Hey, now.
Hey, brother.
See if we can get them in the pins here.
Katie's done a really good job. She got some control on them cattle. You know, now
we got them watch right
hey,
here.
that's a nice little horse.
Good move
Look
right
at
there.
that.
Stay
yeah,
hooked.
come on, stay hooked. No back up.
They're hollering lever. They're hollering lever. Maybe they seen that's one they don't need.
Hey. Watch that Brahma.
Slow down here and don't lose what you got.
There you go. Y'all following. Now, come on. Everybody go. Finally, we get these cows in the pen, and I can sort. I'm a good hand on the gate, and I feel it's one of my better skills, and I decided to use it. Okay.
Looks like Katie Joe and Juan Carlos are gonna do the sorting.
We got Cole over here on the gate.
Right there. Good job. Good cut. Good cut. The kind of cattle we have to sort today are not going to be very user-friendly. They're F1 Brayford crosses, so they're a little bit trotty. They've got higher heads. And they look for a way out. Hey! They're going to run over you if they get the opportunity. Watch that Brammer.
Yeah! I'm telling you, there ain't a better cut man than old Cole on that gate.
He's the man.
Hey!
Get ahead now. 25.
Well, y'all get out there, and I'll push them out. Go ahead.
They think they got them all right now.
Tighten up a little bit, Lonnie.
Going?
Here they come. Where's he going?
Here they come. Don't let them turn.
Oh, good save over her. Hannah, she's awake over her.
So I'm on the outside of the pen, and I see the gate flies open, and Lonnie is supposed to be holding this line.
Tighten up a little bit, Lonnie.
Here they come. Don't let them turn.
Hey, hey. If they wouldn't have been cut off, you're losing everything that we just worked to sort.
I'm in front.
Where the gate's open at? Watch back.
In the corner.
It's right on the tree line.
All the way in the corner.
I got the gate. I got the gate.
With their prize cattle in the pasture, it's time to unload the feed and hay.
It is a competition. You need to do things smooth and correct. But you also need to do them in a hurry.
Hey, bring that over here.
All of us are tired. It's hot, it's humid. I don't think any of us came into this competition expecting how grueling it would be.
We're done.
Time!
That's it. All right, way to go, guys.
Way to go, guys.
All right, good job, guys. See you in the arena tonight. Somebody on the losing team's going home.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, one of you's going home. So let's get to it.
You gonna ride in front of me within the first 15, 20 minutes of this deal?
Jackson sees it wrong. He's more than welcome to see it wrong.
You know, y'all just out there piddling around. So I'm just gonna ask you, you wanna be here?
So the sun's starting to go down. We know elimination's coming up. We're getting ready to walk down to the round pen and figure out which one of us is going home. The tension is high. It's hanging in the air.
Do you guys think you guys did it in under an hour?
Yes.
We believe so, yes. Actually, we know.
You know, I think there's a little bit of mind games going on. Who really knows? I don't even know what our time was, to be honest with you, and they, I'm sure, don't know theirs to be exact.
I mean, all it takes is that one little mistake. I mean, that's it. I'm in this competition not only for myself, but for my dad. He has made me into the cowboy that I am today, but just one day he got sick. $400,000 or $500,000 in medical bills later, you know, we lost the ranch, and this is my shot at getting it back.
We're walking down to the Elimination arena, and I'm as nervous as a wreck. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think our team did good, but we really don't know until we get there.
You know, when you've traveled this far, you've put this much time into it, this much effort. You know, I've been preparing my horses. I've been day working on myself, trying to get my mental game ready to go. And I'm praying I'm not going home tonight.
Good evening.
Good evening.
First day.
Yes, sir.
Let's just start with the blue team. Jackson?
Yes, sir.
You talk a lot.
Yes, sir.
That ain't always what I like the most. So I'm just gonna ask you.
Yes, sir.
You think you're the best cowboy here?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I do.
Well, if you're the best cowboy here, then you all know who shouldn't be here. Who on your team shouldn't be here?
Lonnie,
Why?
he don't know the little things. I ain't got time for it. You gonna ride in front of me within the first 15, 20 minutes of this deal? Mm-mm. You ought to know that. You should have learned that before you was 5, because I did.
Lonnie might want to defend himself.
Absolutely. Jackson sees it wrong. He's more than welcome to see it wrong. My horse was a little wired-eared. Had nothing to do with cowboy code.
Okay, that's the way you saw it. That's going to be a key in this competition, too. If you want to be the ultimate cowboy, you don't have to cowboy up. Defend yourself when people come after you, because if you don't, you ain't going to be here very long. So let's get to it. Both teams, you got the job done. And now it's going to come down to time. Green team, 49 minutes. You had time to spare. Blue team, $36 minutes. Good job. It was just smooth. It was smooth, so. Blue team. Nobody's going home on your team tonight. Y'all can go sit on the fence and you're safe from elimination.
We're safe, we won. I am so relieved to be sitting on the fence right now. I actually thought I was going home, literally.
Okay, green team, there's 7 of you here. Somebody's gonna go home. So let's get to it. After you opened up your corral to get the cows over into that pasture, had a little bit of a train wreck. Who made the call to go ahead and open the corral up?
I made the call to go ahead and open the corral.
I thought you did. I thought I heard you
No, the
say
reason
that.
I did is because I didn't see no sense in waiting on them guys because they weren't there. They hadn't been there really, you know, throughout the whole deal. And one way or another, we had to get it done.
Well, we're gonna get to the MIAs in a minute, but we had watched y'all work in the corral there, and we're pretty impressed with everything that we saw. Jennifer, you were the MVP.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Why don't you go sit on the fence?
Okay.
You're safe from elimination.
Anytime you get to go sit on the fence, it is a huge relief, that weight off your shoulders to know you made it to fight another day.
We'll hash this out from here. I think that it probably would have worked the way you wanted it to had not there been 3 hands that were just missing in action.
I agree.
That hurt you. You know, it was hard for us to judge what you guys were doing. All we saw was y'all were gone.
Right.
And they had all the cows that they needed. So I'm gonna have to keep Hunter, Colton, and Aura out here because those are the only ones that we had no idea what they were doing. So the rest of you can sit on the fence.
Good job. Good job.
You're safe from elimination. All right. So,
yes, sir.
The way I look at it, I could send any one of you guys home. All right, Cowboys, there's 3 of you left. One of you's going home. I believe that somehow you 3 guys should have communicated. Somebody should have said, hey, we better go see if they even need this cow.
Right.
But y'all never did.
Yes.
You know, y'all just out there piddling around.
Well, Laura did show up.
And Colton, don't see no Hunter yet.
That's going to be something everybody needs to be mindful of moving forward in this competition, because if we don't know what you were doing, as far as we're concerned, you out there chasing butterflies. So, Aura, you want to be here?
Yes, sir. For sure. Heck yeah, I want to be here. But I tell you, it won't happen again.
Who do you think messed up?
I mean, I have to put it on myself because heck, I was a leader, so I mean, own it. Own it if you did it.
Well, you know, there's something to be said for a man that's going to step up and go put it on me. But if you want to stay here and win this thing, you're going to have to bow up. So be like, hey, man, maybe I made a mistake, but that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's the way we're going to play this game. So I'm asking you again.
Be honest with you, Trace. I came back. Colton came back. Y'all didn't see much of Hunter. If y'all didn't see him, I mean, I guess he might not have been there then. I don't know where he was at. But I know I was there, and I know Colton was there, so.
Hunter?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Come on.
I've always been taught after you get them pinned, go find the one that's out. That's what I did. I hunted for it until I seen the cows that when they run by me, I looked. I didn't see no tag, and to the hay I went.
Colton?
The whole time I was up there by them trying to keep them cows pushed off the fence. Whenever I went back to look for them, it was to get them because we knew we had 25.
Colton, you just haven't said a whole lot. I gave you a chance to tell us exactly what you did, and you told us, but I don't think it was enough. So pack your personals and hit the trail. You're done.
Colton.
Done?
See you later.
Yeah. It sucks to be the first one to go home. I'm mad at myself. I felt like I could have done better. And I came here to create an opportunity for myself, my wife, kids, family, dad. I mean, everybody, you know, and I guess I didn't do enough. Can only learn from it. There's no doubt there's good hands here, and I hope the best one does win.
Surprised that Colton went home. That blew me away. I mean, if you mess up, even the slightest bit, it could be you.
All right, so that's the way the game's played. I told y'all yesterday, there may be a time here where somebody gets sent home and they gonna feel like it wasn't their fault, it wasn't fair or whatever, but that's just how sometimes the cards are dealt.
After this, my goal right now currently is to not be put in that situation again. I'm better than that, and I know it, and I'm just gonna have to prove it, I guess.
It's probably been a trying day for you, so try to get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good work, everybody.
I come from a military background, so whenever you're a team leader or a squad leader, if your team screws up, that's on you. And it was on me, so I was taking responsibility for it. But to sit there and make me try to cut the legs out from underneath somebody, you know, that's hard. It's hard for me. But if I gotta call people out for mishaps or whatever, I'll gladly do it, because my family means more to me than that. I'll do whatever I gotta do to win this competition.